We're here at the December Leadership Series for the North Carolina Technology Association. August Turak is our keynote speaker. And August, you referenced the story about the transformation of developing a product through asking questions. Why don't you share that experience with us and what you learned from it?
Well, to me, I think, first of all, there's a marketing attitude that you bring to a technology business, and then there's a product-focused attitude. Ours was, my focus was always very marketing, so that the very first thing that I would do is find out what the marketplace really wanted through asking a lot of questions. And in the case that I described today, I found out that Microsoft, people wanted a product that Microsoft would build. I then found out that Microsoft wasn't going to build it. I then found out that Microsoft wasn't going to build it for a number of reasons, but they would very much like to have one so they could satisfy that demand, therefore they would help us. Little by little I worked my way down the decision tree, and the last thing I did was build the product. Everything was in place, everything that I needed, all the marketing stuff was in place. Then I built the product. So I had pent-up demand by the time I actually even launched the product. Again, most companies, and especially in technology, start the other way around. They build the product and then they look around and say, wow, I wonder how we're going to sell this thing, or I wonder who wants it, and again, who's going to be the target market. Or if they do have an idea, when they do build their business plan, it's because there's 3 or 4 people sitting around a table and they say, well, here's our target market, not because they've actually gotten out there and really talked to a lot of people. So to me, everything in life, it's very, very obvious that the old adage is true, that when we assume, we make an ASS out of UME. And the only way around making these critical assumptions that we trip over and splatter over is to ask a lot of questions and question our own assumptions and question assumptions in the marketplace. And I just, it's very, very hard. I mentioned to the crowd